He came here, he delivered a speech here in the finishing disclosure committee last week. At the outset, I, on behalf of the Department of Civil Engineering and on my own behalf, welcome you all to this meeting on this occasion of farewell to the final year 2014 batch. I offer my hearty congratulations to all of you who will be graduating out, and which will be a culmination of your efforts at this institute. And I'm sure it is a fulfillment of a great dream for you and your parents. Congratulations are also due to all those who inspired you for this achievement in your life. That is, your parents, your family members, and above all, your teachers. In a few days from now, you'll be stepping out into the world with new hopes and aspirations to commence a new phase of life. I have no doubt that with the education you have received in this civil engineering department of Dr. B.R.A. Institute, you will be ready to take up the challenges in this technology-driven global world. Specifically, I am quite confident about the intellectual capabilities, the analytical ability, the conceptual ability of some of you who have been quite outstanding in civil engineering. Whether you decide to take up a job or go for higher studies or venture out in your own business, all of you have great potential, intellect and commitment to make a positive difference to the world. Our hope and expectation from you is, whatever you choose to do, be honest to all your pursuits and do it well by giving more than 100%, and make sure your alma mater and the country proud. As we see, the world is fast changing with the knowledge bank following a geometric progression, and thus the knowledge you have acquired here is not going to suffice, and you have to continuously update yourself. The point I am trying to say here is that you might think that you have done a BTech in civil engineering, but it's not the end. You further need to upgrade your knowledge of civil engineering and other related areas. I'll just share some of the things now. Still, as I said, I'm 42 now. I did my BTech 20 years back. I did my BTech 22 years back. I did my MTech 21 years back. But still, I read the newspaper, I see dictionary, I see my daughter's books also. I still see Wren and Martin also. I still see Oxford English Dictionary also. At the same time, I also see some of the typical words in Hindi also. So my request to all of you is that your knowledge doesn't end here. You might have done your graduation. It is just a graduation. You need to continuously update it. We perceive that the time is also right for the institute in general and civil engineering department in particular to focus on some recent techniques and tools in civil engineering. For this to happen effectively, it is equally important that the brightest amongst you students consider opting for a career in higher education and research. Since clearly the quality of research output will directly depend on the quality of manpower going into these fields. That's why I further emphasize that majority of you, I suggest, should take up research or teaching as a profession if you really want to improve the quality of technical education in the country in general and the state of India in particular. Before I formally conclude my speech, I feel it imperative and important to offer some tips and some advice to all of you. And we listen to them very, very carefully. Try to be more than 100% in whatever you do. That is, you have to work very hard, number one. Number two, be honest to your person. जो आप काम कर रहे हैं उसमें honesty दिखाइए. Number three, have the zeal and enthusiasm to accept. जो भी आप काम करें, उसमें लगन से काम करिए, उसमें इच्छा शक्ति से काम करिए. आप सफलता हमेशा मिलेगी. Number four, Try to be a very good human being. That's the biggest attribute and virtue I always aspire.